a funny thing happened. There's a show on Thursday of Florence and the Machine and Mumford and Sons, and I absolutely love them. They would never come to my city, so this was a complete surprise, and I ran and got the tickets as soon as I found out that they were doing like a sideshow of that festival here in Córdoba, and it turns out that they canceled the show, and that sucks. And my first thought was, I really want some comfort food, like some indulging comfort food. Just for reference, I just would have for dinner either lomito, which is like a meat sandwich that has like cheese and eggs and ham or whatever, bunch of mayo, or empanadas, like ham and cheese, and I would totally have that. Or like McDonald's, and it's terrible. I know it's terrible, and it's a terrible choice. But I'm being completely honest. I was like, oh, it's a bummer I can't eat those. It's really a bummer, because it's like the unhealthy relationship we tend to have with food. So I won't have any of that, and I'm psyched that is my decision. So instead, I'm gonna try to make the vegan version of one of my comfort foods. That's tortilla de papa, which is, I think you guys know it as like Spanish omelet. Yeah, you're more than ready. Egg replacer thingy. Yeah. Potatoes and the onions and the chickpea flour. Pat it down. Nacho cheese. There you go. Boom. Oh, that looks so good. The cheese is amazing, guys. It's like, look at this. Like, you can't fake that stretchiness. Yes. I'm walking into the vegan fair. It's kind of loud, so I don't know how much I'll be able to hear, but it looks pretty good. These look yummy. Chickpea milanesa, peanut mozzarella. And this is about cheddar cheese-ish. This is sunflower spread. This is vegan mozzarella out of cashews, barbecue seitan. Also, hella cheap. And I got a piece of cake, like sponge orange cake. So good, so freaking good, oh my god. So all of my initial thoughts are crumbling. They're falling apart because it's totally doable. Hi buddies! I brought you a sample of vegan puppy food. Robinson likes it, clearly, I think. Robinson, they are going to town. Puppies approve. It's the end of week 3. So far, so good. Day 1 of week. Guys, thank you so much. You've been so supportive, and I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. It's Monday, and we are getting together with some friends for dinner because we are alive, and I'm gonna make today quesadillas. ¿Qué pasa? Este es mi amiga Agus, que es vegana hace 2 años. 2 years. Así que bueno, contame cómo fue la decisión. ¿Fue una cuestión de salud, de ética, de cómo fue?
Lo mío sí fue una cuestión de salud. Yo tenía hipotiroidismo y tomaba la T4 y gracias al veganismo no tuve que tomarlo más.
Wow.
Teniendo una conducta y un régimen súper estricto, sí, pero fue la única manera de activar mi tiroides para mejor y bueno, más un montón de otras cosas, ¿no? Pero siguiendo toda esa línea natural, sí.
Y entonces, como no tiene la raíz étnica, digamos, ¿cada tanto comes algún producto animal?
Nada, absolutamente nada. Wow. Porque después de eso también me empecé como a interiorizar en el tema del veganismo y más me gustó.
Claro, ok.
Fue como al revés, yo empecé al revés.
Claro, pero te quedaste por...
Me quedo y me voy a quedar toda la vida.
Bueno. I'm craving something sweet, so I'm warming up some oil because I want to make what's called pastelitos, and I'm gonna put this that I don't know how to like describe it. It's like slimy and looks gross, but it tastes amazing, and it's made out of sweet potato. I'm just having these two because I just like felt like it. This is what they look like. They can like be in any shape you want, and you can see it on the inside. But it's just like a warm embrace from life. We are having lunch. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mama. In Argentina, it's a big deal to make fish empanadas, but I'm clearly not having them. I'm gonna have them with cheese, onions, red peppers, and olives.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Yes, delicious. Wow.
Hey, so 4 weeks are up. I thought I would talk a little more than I've already talked, about what it felt like and like, yeah, final thoughts on this. It was fairly easy. Like, as Liz mentioned at one point, it's hard to give up your family cooking because like there's great cooking going on here. My mom is a great cook. My dad is a great cook. My brother's also. So yeah, and everything involves some sort of animal product. I guess that they might start doing some vegan stuff for me, or like at least think about it, and that is great. They're really supportive. They changed their tune super fast, and they are really supportive of this journey that I will probably stay on. And yeah, it's really nice how family and friends are really supportive. Even if I don't go into too much detail explaining why I'm doing it, because to be quite honest, I still don't know. I know that there are like obvious reasons, like cruelty, animal cruelty and stuff, and those are completely valid, and I think they are my reasons, but to be completely honest, they still haven't sank in that deep. I haven't been exposed to, a lot of people in the comments have said, oh, watch Earthlings, watch Cowspiracy and stuff, and I totally agree, and I will. I'm just not ready at this point. I think it's super positive that as little as I've gone, like as little deep as I've gone, it's still fairly easy. I think that when I'm ready and I decide to be exposed to those super hard truths, I will take like the last steps that may need to be taken. And yeah, the reason I haven't watched it is because emotionally I've had like a really tough year, and I feel like I'm just getting out of like a really terrible funk, and I don't want to risk that, and I know it might be selfish and stuff, but hey, like I'm doing something, and it's better than nothing, and I think it's a lot. I haven't eaten any animal products for 4 weeks, and in a place where it's really hard not to do it, and I'm not praising myself, and I'm not humble bragging, but I think it is a lot, and I think baby steps are better than no steps at all. So yeah, everybody, I love the comments. I appreciate everyone's support, and I applaud you on your journey, whatever that might be. And yeah, I'm super psyched. I feel awesome.
So let's just go over the facts. You were vegan in Argentina for 5 weeks.
Yes.
And now you are mostly veganish.
I would say veganish.
That's awesome.
I would say veganish. I'm comfortable with that label. In those 2 weeks, I've had probably like 3 non-vegan meals. It was sushi that started off as wanting it to be vegetarian, I was like, okay, I'll take like the salmon out and give it to you. And I did that for like the first couple pieces. Yeah, and then I gave in. But then I felt terrible. Not physically, but it was just like did I really enjoy it that much? Was it worth it?
You said after doing it for 5 weeks, you had some cheese, and then you texted your brother and said that you fell off the wagon.
It was a joke because we joke around all the time, but he was very, well, he laughed because it was a joke, but also he was like, how did you feel? Would you want to keep doing it? Do you want to stay vegan, or do you want to have it like once in a while? And he was legitimately interested in the emotional and mental part of the process.
One thing that you kept saying when we asked you how it was going is that like this is really easier than I expected to be. But then at other times you say, I went cold turkey and that was difficult. I wasn't prepared.
I think that when I say easy, I mean that I ended up having delicious and filling and satisfying meals. But that doesn't mean that when I'm seeing like a big fat pizza or something, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know, animals suffering. Yes, I'm sticking to this because it's important. And yes, I will do it.
What was the hardest thing for you as a vegan? Examples: going out with friends, dinner with family, etc.
I would say giving up eggs. Giving up eggs because I used to have them for breakfast a lot, even though that's not a thing here. People don't eat eggs for breakfast. I got used to this rhythm of eating eggs in the morning, so that was kind of difficult. And yes, the social aspect. The not having options at social events or places and having to explain.
I'm really curious about this with Liz as well. There's all these people out there saying, you gotta watch this. You gotta see what's really going on. And when I was confronted with that, I looked into it. I did the research. And then what I found made me realize that I just couldn't in good conscience participate in it.
Yeah, but sometimes if people see it, it can have an adverse reaction in terms of like, oh, I don't need to participate in that. I see it, I know that it's going on, but I'm not paying for that kind of meat. I can just keep on eating meat with my head in the ground and just do it in a way that I think that is nice to the animals in terms of like cage-free eggs or something like that.
So if they see factory farm videos, they think, well, that's the exception and not the rule.
Yeah, like I can get it from like my local farm or local butcher who's nice.
But if you do more research into it, you'll see that a lot of that is baloney. Mm-hmm. It's not hard with the internet to get the facts about this stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the resistance.
Just because you have all the information doesn't mean you're mentally or emotionally ready to take a step.
You know that guy from the time that you guys had that dinner, the vegan dinner at a restaurant, and you ended up sharing a table with people? It was this one guy that said it took him like 10 years for it to sink in, and then he became a vegetarian. Yeah. And I think afterwards he became a vegan, and I thought that was so nice and so unapologetic. I was like, oh, it took 10 years from it to happen to me. So whatever, I think baby steps are better than no steps at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally agree. I'm
steadily going in that direction. But you have to understand, and I know that maybe a lot of like Argentinians or Latinos could comment on this and contradict me, but I wasn't prepared to do it, and I did it, and I was like, oh, cool, it can be done. I still have the urges. I still live in this culture and have lived for 30 years. I think it will take a while, but I'm definitely going in the right direction.
The question on everybody's mind, are you going to start your own YouTube channel?
Ever since I was like a little girl, I would fake I would have a cooking show. So I would cook, like talking to the camera, just like have my brother as my assistant, or I would be his assistant because we have the same crazy thoughts.
There you go. It's called So Your Sibling's a Vegan. Well, have a great time.
Yeah,
on your
have a great
trip.
time in Europe, and thank you so much for participating in this with us and sharing your story with people and inspiring people.
Thank you so much, and well, let's just be friends forever.
Deal.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Let us know
Bye.
when you start a YouTube channel.
Bye.
Bye.